Amonos! Amonos with Ricky Novella. Amonos. Ricky Novella. Don't be a bun. Don't be a bun. Don't be a bun.
Welcome back to another episode of Amonos with Ricky Novella. We're here at the Mind Buzz Media Studio. Shout out to Gil, shout out to Amber for helping me produce this episode. This is episode 38, man. I'm excited for today's guest. I've seen this guy perform twice, and he's killed me every single time. He needs no introduction. Give it up for Bebos.
What's up? Thank you for having me, man. Thank you guys.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just blessed to be here. Thankful.
And you know what? And that's like one of the things that I really wanted you to be on the podcast because I'm all about positivity and giving good vibes. And since the first time I met you, you've had that energy about you, that positivity, and I really like that. I enjoy that about you.
That comes from other older comedians that taught me that. Believe it or not, like a lot of older comedians when I was coming up, they gave me the same positive information, and I just want to pass it on because I feel that I don't want to let that die, man. I just want to pass it on to somebody else and then let them continue doing the same thing I'm doing, hopefully, you know?
Yeah, so you've been doing comedy for a very long time. How many years of comedy have you been doing?
14 years.
14 years, yeah, man. And you can tell, I know you were telling me a little bit before we started that you feel rusty because you had to take a break.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't seem like it, dude. The last time we had you at the Puro last open mic, like, you killed it. You had me and Gil dying of your set, man. And that was just 5 minutes of you doing your time.
Yeah, it's just, I still don't feel like who I am as a comedian because I got sick. So I had to take time off. People are like, oh, why did you take time off? I'm like, because I couldn't do comedy.
Yeah.
I was in a freaking bed, bro. I was like almost dying, bro. And people are like, oh, you could have done, I wish I could. I would have been doing sketches, bro, at least. But
yeah, because I see that even on your Instagram page, you do, you were doing a lot of videos too, right? Like kind of like TikTok stuff, and you were doing like your own twist to that. Like, do you feel like that's different now? Because I know a lot of comics back in the day, they're not really like about like the social media aspect, but it seems like you have a pretty grasp on that.
Well, I mean, that happened as an emergency. It was like an accident, bro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just did one stupid character, and it started going good. So when I came back, though, because before this, it's funny. When I came back from being sick, I only had 1,000 followers, like friends.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Everybody's doing all this TikTok and all this Instagram stuff. I'm like, maybe I should do it too. So I just created this goofy ass character, bro. Like, it's stupid, bro. I can't even explain it, bro. I did this stupid character named Sopa, right?
Sopa? Okay.
Yeah, it's a character named Sopa. So I did it at night. It was like, I would say like around 8 o'clock. I was like, I'm just going to do one. And then somebody sent me a picture of this dude that was really big. Like, you know, there's big people, but this dude was like humongous. Like,
he was really big.
Like, he was sitting on, every butt cheek was a chair. So that's how big he was.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, he was huge. And they were like, hey, what do you look at this picture? You should say something about this. I'm like, all right. So I used that character. I just created this character, and I said something about this guy. I went to sleep. The next day I woke up. That shit was at 1 million, bro.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Just overnight.
Yeah, it was at 1 million, and I had more followers. I was like at 4,000. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I gained 3,000 followers from that post, and it went viral, and it started going bad for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, people think that it's cool to go viral. No, bro. You guys have not seen how it feels. I don't think if you never go viral, if you have never been viral,
yeah,
you don't know the experience of going viral, bro, because there's a lot of bad negativity that comes with it, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, I bet. You get a lot of haters.
Oh, no, not the hate. The way they were attacking me because I said that about this person, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
bro, like, it was like, F your mom, you know.
Oh, shit.
I hope your grandma comes out of the grave and dies again. That kind of, bro, is brutal. Like, oh, my, I was like, what the? I have never experienced social media like that till that moment. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It felt weird. Like, oh, shit, my stomach was hurting. Like,
No, I bet, man. And I feel like times are changing now, where it's like people that are kind of like doing those kind of jokes, it's not so sensitive anymore. Because we were going through a time where comedy was very fucking sensitive.
yeah.
And do you feel like that's changing kind of back to how it used to be? Because I know like maybe like when you first started, like there were some like deep, harsh comics that were doing some harsh jokes.
Well, they still do, but they just don't put it on social media. Like, I still say a lot of things, but I kind of watch the audience. Well, you need to know your area too. Like, when you start doing comedy, as long as, you know, people that have been doing it for a little longer, because some people get lucky and do shows in places where, like, oh shit, everything goes.
Yeah,
You know, and then some people in LA, like, you got to watch what you say in LA.
Yeah. That's for sure in LA, because that's more of like the liberal, more of like the free mind and stuff like that,
bro.
man.
I did a
know.
joke. Talking about liberal. I did a joke about my kids, right? Because my kids are mixed. They're half Japanese and half Mexican.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I said a joke. It was a joke. I love my kids. I said a joke, and then blah blah blah. I did my joke. Everybody was like, well, I thought everybody was laughing until it was my time to get off the stage. I went outside because I was a little hot, and this lady followed me outside, bro.
Oh man.
I could cuss right here a little.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, she called me a piece of shit, that I'm a deadbeat father, because the way I was talking about my children, that I shouldn't be having children. I'm like, what? It's a joke, lady. She was attacking me, bro. It was crazy. The security guy came and grabbed her and pulled her away from me. She wanted to hit me, bro.
Oh shit, that bad?
And here in LA, it was just like, bro, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't had that moment yet. You know, I haven't pushed the envelope that crazy. I've had people groan and tell me like, "Oh, that's gross," because I have a joke about talking about like about my mom and how she doesn't like me because I go up to her and I push her buttons, but I'll go up to her and I'll scoop her tit.
Oh my god!
So I get that reaction, you know, like, "That's your mom. I can't believe you did shit," but it's a joke, you know, like it's all fun, you know, like I'll go up to my mom and I'll scoop her tit, but it's for love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's great. I haven't had that where someone wants to physically assault me, you know?
Oh, there's been a couple times, bro. I'll tell you some more stuff. But yeah, that lady got the security guard came and I was like, "Hey, it's a joke." She's like, "Fuck yeah!" She was screaming at me, bro.
Oh shit, that bad?
Yeah, and I did a joke in Big Bear.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did a joke. There was a place called, I think, the Bear's Paw or something like that. I can't remember, something like that. And the Bear Cabin, I don't know what it was, but it was like a theater. It was dope. And I did the joke. I did the show there, blah, blah, blah. We came out, everybody's greeting, like, everybody's, "Oh, you were funny, blah, blah, blah." All of us, all the comedians, like, "Hey, you guys were funny, blah, blah, blah." And this white lady came up to me and she was like, "You were really funny. You were my favorite, blah, 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 blah." She's talking. So I'm having a conversation with her, because we all do, right?
Yeah.
Like when you get out, you know, when you walk out, you're talking to everybody. She came up to me, she's talking to me, having a conversation. And I was just laughing. And her husband came, bro, and he was drunk.
Oh, fuck.
He was like, "Why are you talking to this Mexican?" Holy shit, bro. Like, oh.
Not even this comic, this Mexican.
Yeah, it was like, what? And because he got jealous, bro.
Yeah.
And she was like, "There you go again." I guess she had that problem with that guy before, you know. I think it's the jealousy. I don't think he was racist. I think he was jealous.
He's just insecure about himself.
Yeah, insecure. So he saw me as a Mexican. So he just, "Hey, you're talking to," but he was talking shit to her. Turns out that he was a firefighter for Big Bear, bro.
Oh, man.
Everybody knew him.
He's like, "Oh, there goes Bill again."
Yeah, and everybody was apologizing to me. All the people, I'm sorry that I'm sorry.
He always gets like this. It's just, you know, don't mind him. He doesn't mean no harm.
Yeah, but
he puts out fires.
Yeah, all the strangers were telling me that. Like,
shit.
They knew him, but I'm like, "Hey," I'm not even trying to. I'm married, bro. I'm like, I got a wife.
Some guys, they're sort of like that. Once they get the alcohol in, their confidence goes lower, you know. And
That's funny, bro.
But
okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna debunk all this shit. Comedians don't get women, bro. That's a lie. We're ugly. We don't get women. Am I right though? Do you come on and be like, "Damn, you're fine. You a fine ass dude." I've never gotten that. Never.
I've had some women come up to me after the mic and be like, "Oh, you're cute," and shoot their shot at me. But I try to keep it respectful, you know, because I don't want to ruin my comedy career. There's like, it's true though, like you don't get a lot of women, but from time to time they want to see thicky, you know. You know, but
it's the tattoos,
it's
bro.
It's the tattoos and the gut. That's what it is.
No, it's like the perfect eyebrows.
The perfect eyebrows.
Look, I don't even have eyebrows, bro.
But I try to keep it respectful in a sense where it's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, oh, like just follow me on Instagram, and I try not to entertain it because I don't want to be known as that comic that like, messes with their fans or messes
The
with
pervert, bro.
The pervert,
There's
dude.
always a pervert in the group.
There's always a pervert he fucks it up for everybody, dude.
That is true. We know who you are.
We know who you are.
We know who you are. Cochinos.
Cochinos, marranos.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but for the most part, women go with their significant other. There's always those ones que ya están a little drunk and they get out of control. But other than that, I don't think comedians get women.
Well, I have never gotten that, bro.
No?
No. It's funny. They always say, you remind me of somebody that they know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like they always remind me like, oh, you remind me of my friend. You sound like my friend. Or there's always something like that. Or you remind me of my family member. You know what I mean?
You do have kind of a distinct voice that it sounds like familiar, I think that's true.
Because I'm like super Mexican, bro. I think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
you read me my gardener.
Yeah. That was fucked up. Funny. Yeah, but pretty much like they always say, oh, you remind me of this and that. But I never get that, bro. And it's cool. I don't care,
Yeah.
Because I'm only doing comedy because I want to do comedy. I just want to get...
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get hoes. I'm trying to get stage time, bro.
Dude, stage time is way more better than hoes.
Yes, 100%, bro.
And you know what? There's something that you told me that night, actually, too, because that night when you came for the open mic, bro, like, you had this energy, man, that just fucking lit up the room. And you said, it's like, sometimes you just need to bring that energy and bring that energy consistent, man. And is that something that's always kind of helped you throughout your comedy career?
You know what? I don't know. That's well, people give me compliments on that. Like, a lot of people say, hey, you have a lot of energy. But I don't see myself like that. It's like you don't see yourself, the things that you do.
Yeah.
Until people tell you and they keep telling you, you're like, oh, maybe I am that kind of a comic. But I don't think about it. When I go on stage, I become a different person, bro. Like, it's weird. Like, it turns on.
Yeah, the switch hits.
Switch hits. Like right now, I'm just being myself. But when I go on stage, I become Bebos. You know what I mean?
I can see that because like, I'm telling you, even when we did the show together at La Jara, bro, like, you had energy, bro, and you had told me like after like I haven't been doing comedy, like I had to take a break, like I was sick. I was like, bro, like it didn't seem like you missed a step.
Oh yeah, no, I was really sick for almost 3 years, bro. Almost died, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so oh man, you think that's good, bro? You should have seen my first show back.
Your first show back?
I ate a bag of dicks, bro.
And especially on this podcast, I like to ask comics like, what's an embarrassing moment that resonates with you in comedy?
Oh, it happened like 5 months ago.
5 months ago? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna tell you the place, and I'm not gonna tell you who, because it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it was a place where they had, look, bro, everything was set up for me to fail. Okay.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I'm gonna blame the crowd, and I'm gonna blame the spot.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. It's never the comic's fault. But check it out, bro. Okay, so it was a saloon, right? It's a place, and they had darts. They were shooting darts right next to me, like.
Oh,
like,
what the fuck?
I'd say like maybe not even 2 feet away from me, they were shooting darts. And then next to me, there was a pool table, and they were playing pool. So I had to move every time the guy would go around. And I'm trying and it's my first day back, bro. And the TVs are on, and there's only like a couple people, and they're having a conversation, and it's loud. Man. And I'm trying to do comedy, bro. And I question myself. You don't never supposed to do that. I'm like, man, maybe I should just quit,
Yeah, you get that little voice in your head that you're just like, fuck,
bro.
I don't know if this is for me anymore.
Quit, you suck, Bebos. It was bad, bro. I was like, holy shit. I mean, like, really? My first day back, and this is what I get? And I got it, man. I ate shit, bro. Bad. Like, I got in the car, bro, and I sat there for like 5 minutes just.
I don't know
silence.
if I got it anymore. How you're like just like that, talking bad to yourself?
Yeah, because from what I was doing before, from doing casinos, doing the Laugh Factory, doing the improvs and the flappers. And
oh, wow.
I'm doing all these things, and I'm doing a lot of casinos at the time. So I'm starting to do a lot of good things. And to come to that, bro, it was like devastating, bro. And I'm like, maybe I don't have it anymore. But I was sick, and I knew my energy wasn't there.
Yeah.
I had to drive, but I was still, because I went through some mental issues, bro. Like, I was really sad and depressed. So for me to go in front of a stage like that, bro, it was bad. I'm telling you, I sat in the parking lot for like 5 minutes, bro, and then I drove off, and it was, you know how it is when you have a shitty ass set,
dude, you just
and
fucking...
you're driving home the whole time, and it's far. You're like, you got more time to think about it.
Hell yeah, that happened to me. I did a roast battle at the Ontario Improv, and I ate a bag of dicks. Only one joke hit. The rest of them I fumbled, dude. And they were there. Gil and Amber were there, and on the drive back home, I was just like, I need to talk to somebody, but it was late. I'm like, I'm not gonna call anybody. Fuck. So I was just listening to music, and even the music was fucking playing sad. I was all fucking like, damn, I don't think I could do this shit anymore. And then I'm like, what if I just fucking rear off the freeway and land this shit out? You know?
Yeah, it gets to that
like
point.
that. It gets to that
Yeah.
point. But then, you know, once I got home, I was like, fuck it, this is a learning experience. You know, it's this. I had to go through this in order to reflect and see what I can do to get better.
That's where I was gonna get at my next point. So I get home and I park, and I got my wife and shit, So I'm like, when you do good, you get home, and I look at my wife, she's asleep, and I give her a kiss, like, yeah, I did good.
Yeah.
I still gave her a kiss, and then I started thinking that I woke up the next day and I was like, man, you know what? There is no such thing as a bad set. Because I remember they told me this, and I didn't understand that when they told me this. Old comedian told me this. He was like, there is no such thing as a bad set, people. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why to all the comedians, to all the new comedians. All right, this is what he told me. There is no such thing as a bad set. And then I started thinking, I'm like, what did you do wrong that night? Was your energy up? Did you have problems all day? Because if you're negative the whole day, you're going to be negative on stage.
Yeah, and that's a big fact. Yep.
Yes. It affects the way, if you're happy, you're going to do happy shit on stage. If you're angry all day, you're going to do angry shit on stage. And it's going to show on your appearance. Even if you feel like, oh, I'm okay now, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, people, you think people are dumb, but they can read body language. You know, body language is a big thing, especially when you're on stage. When the how would I say, like, the attention's on you, they can say, like, that's why people, like, when I first started, I'll be like, oh, sorry, I'm bombing up here. And people told me, don't apologize, like, just push through it. You got to push through your bombs when you feel like you're doing bad. And I think sometimes, like, comics forget that, because sometimes they feel like they're killing it a lot at the mics, So when they have a bad set or someone's not paying attention, they shut down, And that's something that I had to learn kind of the hard way. And I started going to, like, mics where, like, people were not paying attention,
Well, it's always like that. When you go to open mics, it's always like that. Oh, well, let me finish what I was telling you.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So I was telling myself, so I did this wrong. My energy was not right, blah, blah, blah. My jokes are not even polished. I wrote a bunch of new jokes. I'm not doing my old jokes. I'm doing all new stuff. So I'm like, maybe that could be the reason. So I went and went into another show. And I ate shit again.
You gotta eat shit sometimes, dude.
I ate shit, okay? So don't think that I'm this funny guy all the time. And it's funny because I ate shit, but it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, I know what I did wrong tonight. And then on the third show, it's funny. The third one, I did good. Why? Because I started going back to what I was doing wrong. And it was my energy, bro. It was my energy, and it was my... And I was still affected by me being miserable, you know what I mean? Being sick. And then I just said, I just started letting loose. I'm like, I learned from this shit. And I started going. And I'm still going. And I'm still not 100%, but I'm doing a lot better right now. And it's funny because people, I did a show not too long ago. I don't say like where I was at, but I was doing my set, blah, blah, blah. I was just doing my set, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, thank you guys. And I got off stage and I looked and I seen a bunch of girls wiping their tears. They were crying. And I was like, damn, I did that? You know what I mean? I couldn't believe that I made a bunch of women and crying, bro.
Yeah.
Even this dude walked up and was like, hey, man, you made me cry. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, laughter.
Oh, laughter. Okay.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I'm like, I don't really do that. And now I guess because I really love comedy, man. I missed it. So now I put 100%. Maybe what you saw me, even though I'm not 100%, I give 100%.
Yeah, no, and that's for sure. Because I'm telling you, had me, Gil, especially one of the act outs that you did, man. We could not get over it. We were talking about that a few days after, and we were like both doing it. And I'm not trying to do like your material, but man, it was so memorable. Like I thought it was memorable. Gil thought it was memorable, and you can tell that you're giving it all. Like, and maybe that's the thing, like maybe like you getting sick, taking that break. It's like you want to give everything now to comedy. You want to like give your 100%. Because sometimes there's days where you don't want to. You go because it's like kind of like mandatory.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you take shit for granted, bro. Like I was doing my set. It got to the point that I would do my set and I knew that it was good enough to do my set everywhere. So I would sometimes I'll be lazy and I'll just do my set. And I was drinking a lot too before. I used to drink a lot. So I would drink, but I knew my set. I'm just going to do my set. Okay, thank you, bye-bye. Now it's like, no, bro. I'm saying the truth on stage. Everything I'm saying on stage is the truth.
Yeah, you can tell.
I don't bullshit. I don't make up stories. I tell the truth. Because I think that's when people connect with you. I think that's
Being vulnerable,
Yeah.
and being honest on stage. Yeah.
I think that's what people are connecting with me when I go on stage and then they give me compliments. Not because I'm extra funny. I think because I connect with them in a sense that they relate to me. Like, oh, you know what? I went through that, right? This shit happened to me. And I feel that when you connect with people like that, bro, sky's the limit, bro. I think,
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And you said that you stopped drinking. Do you feel like being as a comic, like going sober, clear-minded, is better than having a couple drinks?
You know what? I can't really say that because for me, alcohol destroyed me as a person because I was too addicted to it. I was an alcoholic, bro.
Oh yeah.
I was like I was a functioning alcoholic where I had to be drunk to have fun. And there's people that could drink and be social and be cool.
Yeah.
Like some people could hold their beer. Like maybe you could drink a couple and be like, I'm done for tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Just kept going.
Yeah, and it was terrible. It got to the point that I was so like just stumbling on my words, and then people know they see you on stage. You're like, man, get that fool out, get him off the stage, bro. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's destroying the. It's not even about you making yourself look dumb. It's about destroying the show.
Yeah. No, it fucks it up for everybody.
Yeah.
I think like having a drink or two is fine, right? But like you have to limit yourself, especially if you're gonna go like right before on stage. Because I've almost happened to the point where I almost got too drunk before going on stage, and I didn't like that feeling. Because I'm like, one more drink could have fucked up my whole set. Could have fucked up maybe an opportunity that someone thought it was funny to book me on another show. It could have fucked it up for the other comedians,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of comics kind of don't understand that. Either they're getting too high off of weed or they're drinking too much before stage. And
Too
they
much
just,
cante too,
too
bro.
much Escante
Yeah,
warriors, dude.
They've been doing, bro. I've seen all kinds of shit on stage, bro. Like behind
the scene?
Behind the scenes. I'm not gonna snitch on the people, but believe me, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Bro, they're doing all kinds of shit, bro.
I can imagine comedians they're pretty fucked up that they need something to kind of make them feel good. You know what I mean?
You know what's the bad shit? I have a lot of energy. They always ask me on stage when I get back. They're, hey man, you got some shit. I'm like, bro, it's me.
That's just you.
I don't do drugs. Like,
Well, you're also kind of athletic, right? Because I think I don't know. I know on your Instagram it says you're a fanatic of boxing, but do you box?
I'm a boxing fanatic. I do workouts, but no, I'm not a boxer or anything. I just love the sport, and I kind of follow some of their workouts.
Yeah, because you look good for your age, bro. Like I don't know how old you are, but you look good.
I'm in my late 40s, bro.
Late 40s, and you look good, man. It's crazy. So it's like I think that's why you have that energy too, because you're in constant movement. You do your workouts and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because like I told you, I was sick, so I had to change everything about me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you should have met me before. I was not healthy. So before I got sick, I was not healthy. But now I'm just I had to change my diet. I had to change a lot of things. And workout is one of them. But I don't, people go to the gym and want to lift heavy. No, man. I just go through cardio, get on the treadmill, work out a little bit, hit the bag a little bit.
Yeah, hit the bag.
No, walk. I do more. The most thing that I do is walk. I walk. I'll walk like 45 minutes to a half hour.
Oh, nice.
And that's it, bro. Like people think that you have to kill yourself. And no, bro, you don't have to kill yourself in the gym. Man, you kill yourself on stage, man.
Kill yourself on stage.
Yeah,
Eat a bag of dicks on stage.
Yeah, bro. Save your energy for the stage time. Don't worry about the gym, man.
Yeah, I know. And I try to hit the gym too. I lift heavy. I hate doing cardio just because like when I was younger, I played soccer and I did boxing.
Yeah.
And like that's all I used to do is running. So like now I'm more like I don't fucking want to run. I'll hit the back from time to time. I like doing that, or I'll just get on the treadmill, just walk in the incline. But
Yeah.
I'll lift. But at the same time too, like I was trying to lift heavy. And then, like you said, you're kind of killing yourself. And when I would go on stage, I'll be like walking, my knees all hurting and shit because I'm trying to squat fucking 4 plates on each side.
Damn.
And it's just like, nah, I can't do that anymore. But you're right though. Like you gotta work out at the gym and just enjoy it. And also you gotta have time to enjoy stage time. You know?
Fuck that. Like, think about it. You're all sore on stage. Like,
Yeah, dude, that just sucks.
My chest hurts. My arms. You don't want to be sore. You want to be happy on stage, bro. You want to be like. Because I told you, when you're happy all day, you're going to show that happiness on stage. And if you have a toxic relationship, dump the bitch.
Dump her. No,
because
dude,
it'll ruin your career. It'll ruin, if you want to get somewhere, if you in a toxic relationship, it's not going to work out. Because in comedy, you have to be a happy person, bro. A lot of comedians are, and it's crazy, but it works for some people that are angry too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of funny ass angry comedians, bro. I seen a guy that was going through a divorce. I'm not gonna say his name, but he went up there and started talking about shit about his wife, bro. But it was hilarious. But he was talking shit, bro.
Shit.
About alimony, about child support,
Shit.
but his shit was. But he was angry. He was screaming. But it was so fucking funny because it was so real.
But that's the thing. I think some comics use mics and stuff in their comedy as outlets, you know, to show what they feel. But I have felt before where I had like a shitty ass day and I had to go on stage, and I was mad and I just fucking would talk mad. But it was a good reaction, but it wasn't a good reaction for myself. And like you said, if you're happy and you had a good day and you get to do some comedy, I think that's the best thing, because you're giving that energy to the crowd, and that's what the crowd wants, because everybody's going through their bullshit, you know? Especially now, you know, there's a lot of shit that's going on, and if you can give that positivity in a good way, especially through laughter, bro, like
The best,
the
man.
best feeling, the best reaction you get from people.
The best feeling in the world for me is when you have a good set and you get off and everybody's telling you, hey, man, you made my day. I was having a shitty day today, and I'm glad I came to the show. And that, I think that's why I keep doing it, because I'm pretty sure you've gotten that.
I've gotten that before, yeah.
When you get off stage and you're like, they're giving you props like, hey, and it's not for you to feel like you're the shit. It just makes you feel good that you made somebody feel good.
Yes.
I think that's the reward that we get as comedians, but people mistake that as shit as, oh, you're being cocky and all that. Bro,
yeah, no, it's not like that, yeah.
No. Like, I'm not a cocky person at all, bro. Like, people that you'll get to know me, the more we do comedy, and you'll see that I'm always the same. I don't care who's funnier than me. I don't care who's not funnier than me.
You just focus on you.
Yeah, that's one thing about me. I don't have beef with anybody. I don't get involved in comedy politics, bro. I'm always a loner. If you're gonna see, I'm always a loner, because I know what comes with it. You know, when you say something about a comedian, then that comedian has friends, and he's gonna tell his friends something, and by the time he gets to that person, it'll be like, you motherfucked him. But I'm like, I didn't even say that. All I said with that guy was, he didn't have a good set. And then now it turns out, oh, that guy sucks. He's you know.
Yeah, they it's like the whole fucking thing of like the telephone thing. They starts changing, you know, like what your answer is or what you're gonna say. Yeah, no, I try to stay away from all that shit too, because it gets nasty, it gets salty. I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten to the point where like at times where I'll be like, why the fuck is that comic on that show? I'm funnier than that fool. But it feels gross. You feel gross after. You feel like,
because that's a believe it or not, that's a sign of hate and insecurity. Because there's a reason why you're not on that show. And you just don't, your job is to not give a shit why you're not on that show.
Yeah, because your time will come. Your time will eventually come, and you'll be like, and you'll get booked for that show, because
your audience is going to find you, bro.
Yep.
Remember, people, they're insecure about, oh, he's funnier than me. No, bro, there's different styles. Remember, there's people that are energetic. Like, I think they call me a physical, energetic comedian.
Oh yeah, I can definitely.
And
see
then
that.
there's comedians that are storytellers, and there's comedians that are like just chill. Look at perfect example, bro. Look at the way Jeff Garcia does his comedy, bro.
Yeah,
man, the way everybody don't understand that guy. I mean, they love him. I love him, but how he sits down, bro, and just talks, and he fucking murders, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Think about that, Jeff. Man, I give you props, bro. Think about it. He sits down, bro. Look at me. I got to run around the whole fucking stage, bro, to be funny. I got to do all kinds of shit, act outs and everything to be funny. And Jeff just sits down like this, and he talks.
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
He destroys, bro. Like, man, that guy is a monster, bro. He's a monster. And that's the kind of comedy that I'm saying that gives me, what do you call it? It motivates me, because I'm like, dog, look at this guy sitting down and he's just fucking killing, you know? But I'm a different style of comedian. So it motivates me in my way of just performing more, you know what I mean? Like, I got to do more. And I always want to do more. So I'm never happy with my sets, but I'm very thankful that I'm able to do comedy now.
Damn, that's deep. I like that. That's always something I think that's something a lot of comedians should do, you know? Because there's a lot of focus of other comedians doing what they're doing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes as human beings, we sometimes, like, you know how they say, like, comparison's the killer of joy or something like that?
Yeah.
And I think every comedian should just be like focused on myself and just fuck. If that person gets something that I wish I was on, congratulations for them, you know? Like, one day I'll be on that, you know? It should be motivations to get better.
Like I said, your audience is going to find you. Like, my audience is finding me now. All of a sudden I started doing these things, and now people are reacting to me, and I'm very thankful. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. And because they start supporting what you do, and they understand that it's like, you know what, this guy is different. And I know I'm a different comedian. I know. Even my material right now, the shit that I'm talking about now is different. And everybody has something similar, but I'm breaking away from that. I'm breaking away to something different. People call me crazy. People call me a quack. They say all kinds of shit, bro. They're like, something's wrong with you, bro. You're not normal. I'm like, no, it's just I'm trying to entertain people in a different way. Because I always try to find a different way to entertain people. And I always say the shit that you're not supposed to say on stage. And I say it.
You know what that reminds me of? Like the reason why I wanted to do comedy, right? I was always an attention whore with my friends. You know, I always like to entertain people, the satisfaction of entertaining. But the reason why, like when I seen Joey Diaz go on stage and the shit that he would just say, and I'm like, bro, it's so relatable. He had people walk out on some of the stuff that he was saying, but it's relatable, it's real. You know, he's talking about like how his wife turns him on, how he gets all energetic about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think when you say things that you're not supposed to say, but like it's true to you, like people will fuck with you, you know, like they would want.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. When people leave or people don't want to follow you, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
The reason why is because you're sorting out the people that are not your fans.
Yep.
You're sorting out, and then the people that know who you are as a person. When they go to your shows, they know what to expect.
Yeah, they already know.
Hey, this fool's a savage, man.
Yeah, this fool says some shit.
I know what he's gonna say, man. I know what this fool's gonna say, and that's what makes it fun because they're like, hey, fool, watch, this fool's gonna say. And even sometimes they even like your jokes. I'm like, hey, what? I brought him because I want him to see your joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they'll yell out the joke. Hey, do the one about. Oh, you got that?
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, they're like, hey, do that joke, and you're like, what? You're doing your set, and you're like, motherfucker, shut up.
I got something else in the chamber, dude. Let me do my shit.
I'm trying to focus on the new shit, you know?
Okay, so how old were you when you first decided that you wanted to pursue comedy?
Oh man, this is a good question because this shit goes way back. Check this out, okay? This is what happened to me. I'm not gonna say the name of the person that did this shit to me. I can't. I don't get into
no,
politics.
that's good. You're good.
But a long time ago, I was a young teenager, and I took a comedy class.
Okay.
All right, and it was 3, and then my finals were 3. It was a bar, it was I forgot what it was. It was like a little theater, and the last one was at the Ice House.
Oh shit. Okay.
Bro, yeah, at the Ice House, and but I know it was like a bringer show, but you know.
Yeah, no, but still, it's stage time.
Yeah, but it was a class, so I took the class, and then I did the bar, blah blah, blah. And I grew up in Compton.
Okay.
So I used to drop the N-bomb all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm from Compton. So I used to talk like that. I had to change the way I talk now because
you can't do that now. You can't really
you can't do that. No, that's not that I can't do it because I got kids, bro. I don't want them talking like that.
Oh, okay. All
But I am from the hood. So I was dropping the N-bombs and I was talking like, yeah, you know, but I was making people laugh. I was a teenager, bro. And then I was probably like 17 years old. And then so I went to the next show, the theater, and I had the same shit. Blah, I wrote some bullshit, and I was making people laugh. I did the Ice House, but that was getting graded on my performances.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did the Ice House. That was the final one. And there was a guy in there that was supposed to, he was the expert that was going to give us the credit to see if I would pass or not.
Okay.
So I did my joke, and people were laughing. I brought some of my friends and shit that were laughing. Hey, man, you were funny as fuck, dude. And then that dude was like, you're not going to make it. That guy that's supposed to grade me, like, hey man, you cuss too much. You're dropping the N-bomb. You're not gonna make it in comedy. That's not comedy. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to be clean. That's dirty. And that shit killed my dream, bro.
Oh.
And I stopped.
You stopped?
Yeah, I stopped for like 8 years, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I stopped for like 8 years or something like that. Probably more. I don't know. I can't remember. And I was like, holy shit, this dude crushed me, bro. Crushed me. I was like. Because I was but I made people laugh. But then they're like, yeah, the teacher was like, yeah, man, but he's the expert. He's telling you, so you're not going to get a good grade. He gave me like a C or whatever, and it was like, ah. And I was mad because everybody else was doing jokes about peeing, and they were like, oh, you did good. But they weren't getting the laughs that I was getting, so I was confused.
Yeah.
I was ghetto as fuck, bro. I was ghetto, bro. Like, I was talking about some bullshit, you know? I was talking about women I still was talking about women that got to change their bodies, like, fucking modifying like an old ass car, you know? Like, you know, you can't put in the hood, people with an old ass car, they just put rims on it, you know, to make it look pretty. Same thing with women. They put fucking old ass ladies with implants, you know? I was talking kind of comparing implants to rims on an old ass car. And I still remember kind of like that. And but I was cussing. And he was like, oh, you're not gonna make it, blah, blah. And then I went to a bar like years later and I was drunk. And they were like, hey man, I heard you were funny. You want to get on stage? And I was like, nah, bro, I can't get on stage. He was like, and the guy goes up on stage and he was like, hey, man, this guy thinks he's funny. It was a pack. This guy thinks he's funny, But I'm gonna give you guys an example of why not to do comedy. So he was trying to use me as an example.
Oh fuck! He was trying to dare you. He was trying to make it make you an example.
He was gonna make fun
an
of
example,
me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, I'm not going up, bro. And he was like, you're going up. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And everybody's the whole fucking bar, cause you a pussy. Bro, it was fucking embarrassing, bro. I'm sitting in the front, bro, and this guy, everybody's calling me a pussy. They're like, you scared? That's why you don't want to go up, because you a pussy. And I didn't do it. I didn't go up.
No, you didn't go up?
No, hell no.
Oh, fuck.
Bro, I was drunk.
Okay, yeah, you're not in your full.
And I told the guy, I'll come back next week. And everybody's like, you're not going to come back. You a pussy. And I went the week after. And I went again, and I drank. And I didn't write shit. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Fuck it.
Okay.
And I went up there, man. He gave me 3 minutes, bro. And fucking, I did good.
You murdered those 3 minutes.
I don't know if I murdered, but I did good. And he was like, you got lucky.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was like, you got lucky, man. He was like, come to my show. I got another show tomorrow. Come to my show tomorrow. I was like, all right, I'll come to my show. Where is it at? He gave me the address. I went, and I did good again. And then I got hooked, man.
You got hooked again.
And then I never stopped, bro.
That feeling when you're able to kill on stage, like after or have a good set, dude, it's once you feel it, it's irreplaceable. Like it's such a feeling that you can't even describe. Sometimes you need like a couple minutes to yourself because the adrenaline, you're just like, fuck, like I can't believe I did that good. Or you're just like, fuck, like it went really well. Like I felt like, how could you describe it? That energy that you get?
Well, it was like, I realized right then and there that I found what I really love in life.
Okay.
I found something that had fucking meaning to live for, something that I have never experienced before. It's like meeting a beautiful ass woman that you fell in love with. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Like, oh man, she's perfect. That's how I felt, because I have never felt anything like that in my life. I never had really nothing going. Like I was doing a bunch of shit, but when I did stand up, bro, and I got the laughs and I got off stage, I was like, and I started remembering that piece of shit that told me that I was not gonna make it, bro. That I was not gonna be able to be funny on stage. I didn't make it, you know. I haven't made it, but you know, he told me that I was not gonna be funny on stage because I cussed too much. I was like, man, that motherfucker lied to me, bro. He could have told me, hey, eventually you'll clean it.
Yeah.
So all you comedians that are doing dirty shit, it doesn't matter. Keep doing your shit.
No, and that's true. I think back then it was a different time, like, because what was that, or like 80s maybe? 90s?
No, it was like it was late. It was like late 90s.
Yeah. They were still kind of doing like clean comedy at that time, right? Like
no, everybody was cussing, but the thing is, this specific person wanted you to do clean.
Oh yeah,
bro, this person wanted you to do clean, but then you watch all the other comedians, and I'm like, no, don't ever look. And another thing that I've learned in comedy, if you've been doing comedy for less than 5 years, don't let nobody tell you shit about your comedy.
Yeah, and you told me that too.
Don't ever let an older comedian tell you shit about your comedy, and don't never let them try to fix your jokes. They could give you tags, but they're, hey man, maybe you shouldn't be doing that joke, man. No, because those jokes, you put them away and then you bring them back later, and they're gonna be funny once you learn how to rewrite the joke. Because sometimes it could be the wording, it could be something so simple that you change, or it could be a facial expression, or an act out that's gonna make the fucking joke, boom, explode. So don't. I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys my information.
No, and that's true, because he did tell me that after the Hot show. He's like, don't let anybody tell you to change your jokes. You told me that. You told me that 100%.
And if they don't work at the time, put them away and then bring them back later when you get more experience, and you will know how to manipulate the joke where it's gonna fucking crush. I seen it happen. I done it myself.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, but then I had to learn this on my own. Like, you know, there's a lot of comedians that tell you, oh man, that shit ain't funny. It doesn't matter. Every comedian has a fucking funny ass joke. I don't care who you are. Everybody has a joke that kills. Everybody.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Everybody I've seen, it was like, oh, that guy sucks. You watch him and they're like, hey, that joke was funny. I thought you said he sucked, you know? Oh no, that's why you're not supposed to let anybody tell you shit when in your first years, because you're learning.
Yeah.
You're learning. You're trying to find yourself as a comedian. You're trying to find your voice. That's what they call it.
Your voice, yeah.
You're trying to find your voice. For me, it took me about 7 years, bro. It took me about 7 years to find who I was as a comedian. Because when you're in your first 5-6 years, you don't know who you are. You're funny. You're a funny dude, and you're going by because you're a funny person. You know, you're telling jokes. But it gets to the point that you're like, all right, now I know who I am. Now I know. Like me, I know I'm Bebos. I know who the fuck I am.
You're
on stage.
Bebos, dude. You're Bebos.
I'm Bebos. Like, there's nobody that could be me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I'm the greatest, but I know what I could do as a comedian. And you got to know what you're doing. And you got to know your limitations on where. But there is no limitations. That's the thing, though.
Comedy's weird, man, because a lot of people can try to tell you how it is, but it's your own path, bro.
Yeah.
It's your own path. And sometimes, like how you said, it could just be something that you change in the way you deliver jokes, and if it hits, and then you get just start off of doing more shows and stuff. And I think that's what the beauty is. Like you're your own artist. You're your own artist of this path. You know.
Yeah, and nobody look like I said. If you're a comedian, if you get to watch this and you're a new comic, keep doing it. It doesn't matter. You're gonna learn by going up and eating shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Because if you're not eating shit, you're not doing comedy enough. In my opinion, you have to bomb to understand what you did wrong.
Yeah.
You can't just. But if you're always doing like, if you always set up to be doing these big ass shows like the Improv and the Laugh Factory, and you get lucky that way, I suggest you gotta go and do the bars, because the bars will humble you and make you understand comedy a little way more.
Especially if they're there to just not hear what the fuck you gotta say, and it's loud, and you're trying to like win the crowd over, and they're just not having it. And they're just like, no, we don't want to listen. And maybe a few are trying to listen, but there's still people just want to get their drinks and get the fuck out of there. You know. I say that too. Like I tell Gil sometimes, like we can't pick quality open mics. You know, like we have to go to the shitty ones to see who we actually are. You know, to see if our stuff is actually good.
Yeah.
Because if you can get the attention of a bad open mic and make people laugh there, then you know you're a pretty funny person. You know,
You're doing something right.
yeah, you're doing something right.
Yeah, but like I said, like when you go to bars, I don't care how funny you are, bro. You go to a bar, not everybody's there to see comedy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like doing bars, and I'm gonna explain why. Because when you go to a bar, not everybody's there to watch the show. There's people that just they found out they have cancer, bro.
Yeah.
And they're drinking their life away.
Yeah.
Some people that their girlfriends cheated on them, or they caught their wife cheating on them, and they're in the fucking bar drinking, bro. And you're trying to tell jokes. But if you make them laugh,
Yeah,
that's fucking magic, bro. And then they tell you, hey, bro, man, I'm just here fucking, I caught my wife with another man, but you made me laugh tonight, man. Thank you, bro. There is hope. I'm like, yeah, there is hope, bro. And then they got the idiots that are doing crowd work, and then they pick on that guy, and then they get their asses kicked or something bad happens.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with crowd work, too.
Yeah, crowd work is a
be
thing.
dangerous.
Yeah, it could be dangerous. Yeah. I've had moments where I try to do a crowd work and it's just not funny, and it's like, fuck, like I gotta turn away from this now, you know. But then there's sometimes where like, I think you also have to trust your gut, you know, because if you feel like something's funny and if you say it, that's when you'll find out if it's funny or not, you know. Because I had times where like I'm like, fuck, I want to say something about this person, but I don't know, and I just say fuck it, and I say it, and it gives a good pop, you know, it gives a good reaction from the crowd.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it gets a good reaction, but like I said, at a bar, and if you go to a place where they know that it's comedy night, like there's popular bars that are like, okay, this is comedy night tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that you want to go and you could do your little crowd work and have fun. But there's some bars that you go, bro, and some of them people, they're sitting down and they're not having a good day.
Yeah, and they just
Or
wait.
they just got fired, bro, from a job. And they're thinking about going postal.
Oh, fuck.
And you become the target, bro, by talking
yeah.
shit. I mean, I don't really do crowd work. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not that kind of a person that likes to pick on people, because I feel that that's the reason why people don't sit in the front, bro.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's why even for us, we have trouble getting people to sit in the front, and then we'll tell them, you know, like, oh, people aren't gonna pick on you. But then there's that one comic that like, oh, what's your name? How long have you guys been together?
Oh yeah, it's the same.
Have you guys
shit.
tried anal yet and shit like
Yeah,
that?
it's
You know,
just some
like
stupid ass shit, bro. Like, but it's like, I mean, you can't. I mean, like I said, some people do it. Some people can get away with it, and some people can't. That's why I rather just do. Like, if I got 5 minutes of stage time, I'm gonna work 5 minutes of my jokes.
Yeah.
Why would I want to waste it on crowd
somebody?
work?
Do you think do you think a good way of crowd work is like, yeah, you pick on somebody, but then you have to make fun of yourself to kind of like ease it?
No,
Or
the
what do you think?
only times I do crowd work, because I talk a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only times I do crowd work is when somebody's talking.
Okay.
And they don't shut
I've
the
seen
fuck
that.
up.
And I've seen that too.
And they don't shut the fuck. Then they become the target. Now you got to shut them up.
Mm-hmm.
You shut them up, and then you go back to your jokes. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
I don't think that I do. Like, if somebody's talking, I'll be like, hey, you know, I get their attention, say whatever I gotta say, and try to go back to the joke. Because I don't want to waste. To me, I feel like when I'm on stage, bro, I'm working. I don't know, it's gonna sound stupid and probably cocky, but in my head, I'm thinking, I'm working on eventually my special.
Yeah.
Eventually, a special that I'm gonna have one day. So, to me, that time is valuable. I don't need to waste it on a piece of shit that is just no, they're not gonna do nothing for my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the more you work on your jokes, the better, the sharper you become.
So how do you feel about like when comics put like clips of them doing crowd work?
I mean, for social media, it's fine.
You think it's fine?
Yeah, it's fine because I mean, you get following out of it. There's people that like crowd work. You know what I mean? There's people that like that, but then they go up there and then they become the target and then they don't like it no more.
I think it's good, like whatever kind of exposure you can get more people to come out to your shows, right? To get to know who you are. But then I kind of feel like it sometimes ruins it for like the actual comedy show, you know? Because then people are expecting that, oh, well, I saw Matt Rife doing crowd work. Why aren't you guys doing crowd work, you know?
Yeah.
I think that can kind of ruin it sometimes. But I think you're right as well. Like you should be able to use crowd work clips to try to bring people to come to your shows.
Yeah,
you know?
because you don't want to put your jokes either. So I mean, if you have a funny moment that they just say somebody was talking and then you have a little interaction with this person or whatever. Yeah, put it up. Who cares? But like me, eventually I'm gonna start doing that too because I think everybody should do it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard. Comedy, look, social media they just want to be entertained, bro. They don't give a shit. You could put like me. I'm doing sopa. That shit's gotten me so much attention, bro.
And I see other comics. See, the thing, like my opinion about those like kind of stuff, right, is that a lot of people are doing the same kind of bits, you know, in the sense where it's like it's always the cholo stuff, or it's always like the redneck thing, or the paisano stuff, you know. Like I'm not too sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen the sopa character.
No,
I do want to check. I want to check it out for sure. But what I mean is like, it sounds like you did it in a unique way. It's your way, you know. I don't want to do my kind of social media where it's like I'm kind of biting what other people are doing, you know?
Yeah, with the thing with Sopa, he's a Chicano. He's an old Chicano. And it's funny how I got the character. People are like, oh, how did you come up with the name Sopa? And it was I'm going to tell the story of how I got it.
Go ahead.
Because people always ask me like, how did the Sopa, okay, a long time ago, I was at work. And then this dude was like, hey, bro, they recorded a video of two cholos fighting behind. There was a little wall, right?
Yeah.
And they got on their knees and they started fucking exchanging punches, bro. And the security guard is right there, right behind them. But there's a wall, no noise. They're just boom, exchanging punches. Nobody's blocking, bro. It's like boom, boom, boom. They're just taking shots. Pa, pa, pa. And then they showed me the video and I was like, damn, these fools are fighting for a sopa. That's what I said. Damn, these fools are fighting for a sopa, homie.
Sopa.
I said that shit fucking around. These fools are fighting for a sopa. That's all I said. Bro, after a while, I started walking in and everybody started laughing, right? Because we're watching the videos, like 5 of us watching the video. And then we're working, right? We're working. I'm in construction. We're working. And everybody, what's up, Sopa? They started calling me Sopa. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Bro, like that shit was funny, bro. So they started calling me Sopa. And I just remembered the two cholos fighting. But they were Chicanos. They were not cholos.
Yeah,
they were
Chicano.
They were Chicano fools. You could see what's up, homie? What's up? But they were Chicanos. But they sound like cholos, but they're not cholos.
Yeah.
So I started using that. And that's how the story...
It started.
So I did it on social media. So when I created this character, I just used Sopa. Like, I described the big dude as Sopa. I was like, because I used the word, I was like, damn, this fool looks like a marra. And I was like, the fuck is a marra? A marrano. And that's all I said, bro. And I said a couple of words, and that shit exploded, bro. I'm telling you, I woke up with over 1 million, and then a shitload of people, you're fucking disrespecting, you're body shaming. I'm like, bro, they sent me the fucking, I didn't do that. They sent me the picture.
Yeah, but either way, I think fucking like people like at that time people were probably fucking still sensitive, you know. I think it's going to a turn, and like and with the Sopa character, it sounds like something that maybe that you knew, you know, like someone that you not lived through, but like a character, because a lot of characters come from people that like or comics that they know of somebody, you know.
My cousin's cousin is my cousin's uncle, you know, from the other family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his uncle is he was a Chicano that thought he was a cholo, but he wasn't a cholo. Like he grew up in the hood, but he was not a cholo. You know, You know that you see fools that the wannabes.
Yeah.
So that's what he was. He was a wannabe. So that's what Sopa is. Sopa is not a cholo. Sopa
is a Chicano.
He dresses goofy, bro. Like I even put on big ass glasses, and I try to make him look as goofy as possible, but people don't get it. The people that attack me was like, you're making us look bad. You're making cholos look bad. I'm like, that he's not a cholo.
He's a Chicano.
He's a Chicano. He could wear whatever. He could wear any clothes he wants, but he's gonna talk like that. He likes lowriders. That's my cousin's uncle.
Uh-huh.
He likes cholas, but he's not a cholo. He's a goofy ass dude with a little cross, bro. Like you know the ones you handmade.
Yeah. The Rosarios.
The Rosarios. Yeah, like the Rosario. So he's like a fake he's a fake cholo, you know, like not even a wannabe. He's a wannabe.
No, and you know the thing, like I said, like that's something that you grew up with, you know, like you know who it is, and then you're just kind of like portraying that, you know what I mean?
And I'm just making words up. All the shit it's all made up.
Yeah, and
All the words that I'm
that's
saying.
fucking awesome, dude.
I make up words, fool. Like there was this chola, bro. I made her popular. Oh shit! I got excited. I made her popular, bro. Like she should thank me. I made her popular. They sent me a picture of this chola, right? And then she was wearing a Raiders shirt. And I was like, she ain't no Raider Nation. She's Marra Nation. Yeah, bro, stupid. And then I said, she's a colesterolera because she's big. I said, she's a colesterolera, like a chola. Bro, that shit started going viral too.
Oh, yeah?
And they took it down. Instagram took both of them videos down. They took them down because they reported me saying that I was body shaming. But they sent me the video. It was two of them that were going viral. That shit, like not even half a day, that shit was like at 600K, bro.
Oh,
and it's going viral. Shit, people messages fucking growing crazy, like more followers. And then all of a sudden now I see her doing like all these shows, car shows, and I'm like, I made her popular.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bro, I made her popular.
Body shaming can make people popular.
Yeah, I made actually two cholas. I made and I made another video about a chola saying that she was the love of my life.
Oh yeah?
Bro, that she's got more followers. She got popular. I don't care what anybody says, man. The good publicity, bad publicity, still publicity, bro.
Yeah,
and I made two people more popular. I made one like go viral and another one more popular because of Sopa talking about them. Of course, it benefits me too, but it made them more popular.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro, like how that shit works. Social media is crazy, bro.
It is.
When they make fun of you, let them because you might blow up.
I know I've already had somebody on TikTok one time. I posted a clip of me trying to be inspirational and shit, motivational, and then they put a comment like, damn, they should really make podcast equipment more expensive. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, they should, you know? Fucking who wants to listen to me anyways, right?
No, I mean, look, people are going to listen to whatever you want. Look, people are going to listen to whatever they want to say, they want to hear. Not everybody's on the same page, bro. And it's cool. Like, I know that 50% of the people are not going to like me.
Yeah.
50% of the people are not going to like you, bro. You can say whatever you want. There's going to be girls that be like, ugh, he's ugly. And then some girls like, damn, he's fine.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't get that shit.
No, and 100%. And the reason, like, when I do stuff, right, and, like, the reason why I wanted to do this podcast, one, because I like hearing podcasts. Two, I think it'd be fun to record stuff like this, like people who I feel like I can have a good conversation with. And three, like share the motivation that I got through from other comics or from other people that live in my life. You know what I mean?
And four. If you get famous, I'll be like, I was in a podcast with that
Bebos,
fool. No, with you. Because we don't know. We just don't know, bro. Look at comedy's weird, bro.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the comedians that are popular now. I know all of them. They know me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you name them, they know me. I don't care what they say. They all the comics that are blowing up, the majority of them, they know who I am. They saw me. I saw them starting, and I started pretty much with them. They know who I am.
Hell yeah.
They don't think I'm this new comedian. They
No,
Bebos, look, and it's funny because I'm back now doing comedy, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, bro. And I'm just happy to be doing comedy with you, with whoever it is. There is no hate. I love everybody.
Hell yeah, Bebos. Sharing the love, dude. Sharing the love,
man. Everybody. I'll do shows anywhere. I don't care. I'll do fundraisers. I'll do bars, I'll do open mics.
And that's the cool thing, because like I got asked to do an AA meeting one time.
That's awesome.
At midnight, right?
Yeah.
And at first, like, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. You know, any other comedian would probably be like, what the fuck am I go do a show at an AA meeting and at midnight?
The superstars.
You know, and I was like, I told the guy that wanted me on the show, yeah, I'll be there. I have a show before in Spanish, just I'll be there before.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking fun, dude. Like, it was not that many people. It was only like 5 or 6 people that were there besides the comedians. And I had a lot of fun with them. And they were and the thing was that they want to hear shit. They want to hear fucked up shit because, you know, they had some fucked up shit going through their life.
They're going through some fucked up shit, bro.
And they just want to laugh. They just want to laugh.
They want to be distracted from their demons, bro.
And more exactly, because that I think they call it a marathon, right? It's like during the holidays where the AA place stays open like I think 72 hours. So if anybody wants to, like, you know, try to jump off the ship again, they can go there. And it was cool. It was cool. And even like I did a backyard show one time. One of my homies, sister's best friends, like, hey, like, can you do some comedy? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down, but if you can let me bring like 2 other comics. I don't want to do other just by myself, you know?
Yeah.
And it was fun. And the other 2 comedians had a great fucking time, dude. They got free food, they got drinks, and people were like, oh, let me follow you on Instagram. Like, that kind of offset. Like, I think you got to say yes to a lot of opportunities, especially if you're trying to start out, because you just never know. That opportunity can lead you to another one and can lead you to another one. And then you meet people and then you can be fucking boom. Hey, we want you to headline at the Bray Improv.
Oh, you
know?
you can headline at a fucking wedding or a quinceañera.
Wedding, yeah, dude. People ask me, they're like, so one of my homies was like, hey, when I get my girl pregnant, would you be down to host a baby shower? Like, how much would you charge me? And I was like, well, I don't know, but I'll be down to do it. I can try my best to make the party fun, you know, like whatever, you know. And sometimes you just gotta say yes to those.
That's what you roast. That's what you do the roasting.
Yeah, the pinche tío alcohólico está tomando, you know.
Hey, you get out drunk. I'm sorry, bro, but you're gonna have an ugly ass child. You're gonna have an ugly ass.
Hopefully,
kid.
it gets the mom's looks, not the dad's looks.
Because you're ugly and she's ugly. You're gonna have an ugly kid.
You never know, man. What if the baby turns out cute? You know, whatever.
Yeah, I doubt it, bro. Ugly people make ugly kids.
Yeah. We're down to 5 minutes, right, Amber?
Oh, 5 minutes.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we start wrapping it up?
Oh yeah, just if you're gonna do comedy, do it 100%, and don't let nobody tell you anything about your jokes in the beginning, because you're trying to find yourself. So it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, keep making them, because you're gonna learn from those mistakes. This is from me to you, and for everybody that is listening.
Yeah, and I think even in life that we have to remember, like, it's okay to make mistakes because they're just experiences.
But you're learning.
You're learning.
You know what you did wrong and you correct it the next day. That's why I like stand-up comedy. If you fuck up a joke tonight, like, I fucked that joke up. I should have said it like this. So the next day you got an opportunity to fix that joke.
Yeah.
And then the next day and then the next day, so it never stops.
And that's very refreshing that you say that, because I'm very hard on myself, you know? Like, I think a lot of comics are, but for me it's like, writing can be hard for me. Sometimes I just need to go up there on at a mic and just talk.
Yeah.
And I come up with a new joke. But for the most part, like, to sit down and write, that's hard. And I had to slow down for the month of December to kind of take a step back and just be like, okay, just come do the open mic on Wednesdays, come host. Don't do any other open mics. Just kind of like take a breather. And that helped me feel more creative again. And now I'm kind of writing more bits and I'm getting bits. I'm like, oh, dude, why didn't I talk about this before? Like, this is a good fucking premise that I can talk about, you know?
Yeah. The best thing to do is live life, bro. The jokes are going to come.
Yeah.
You can make a joke about going to Ross, bro. You know, you go to Ross and you fucking see some orange shoes and you're like, hey, I bought the orange shoes. People will laugh. Because it's the delivery and how you set it up to say the punchline, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't need to write the jokes. Sometimes, like you said, you go on stage and you just let loose.
Yeah.
When you're comfortable, that's when the jokes happen. When you're comfortable up there and you're just you're shooting the shit happens. As long as you record yourself with your phone, yeah, then you'll be like, oh shit, I said something funny, and then you just
write it down.
Write it down, and then you start the joke. You know how it is. You start a small ass joke, and then it gets really big.
Yeah.
And then it gets small, or you write really big, and then it gets small, and then it grows again, because you're cutting out the fat. You know,
yeah.
They call it. So
you can always improve your jokes. There's always something to kind of make the puzzle.
So if a joke doesn't work, what did I tell you? Put it away. And then bring it back later and see what happens. Because now you're going to have more experience and you'll be able to change the joke around until you get it right.
Do you write every day?
I try to come up with, like today, I just wrote 2 new jokes for driving over here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't write them. I think of what to talk about, and then I kind of record myself like a video, blah, 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 and then I'll get home and write and then start adding some of the punchlines. But the majority of the time, most of my jokes come on stage, bro. You know, like cool. But yeah, or if I think of something funny, I'll record myself with the camera, and then I'll just put it away. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, because there's some comics that they say that you have to be writing every day. Like, you should be writing a couple pages, whatever jokes or whatever your thoughts are.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think it's...
I don't do it it happens, bro. When you come up with a new joke, it just happens. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna talk about this right now. See what happens. And then you go at night and you try it out, and if it works, it works.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Bebos, do you have any shows that you want to plug? Your social media?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on the Mas Locos. I'm gonna be on Mas Locos with Jeff Garcia and High Caliber. So check that episode out. I think it's episode 16, I believe, or 15. Okay. But I'll be on that. That's my first English TV credit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Mas Locos. And I got a TV credit in Spanish on Estrella TV. I won Muérete de Risas comedy competition in Spanish, bro. So I'm bilingual.
Spanish comedy is a lot different from doing English stuff.
Hablo español, hijos de su pinche madre.
Hijos de su pinche madre.
Me vale madre, güeyes.
Hell yeah, Bebos. Your Instagram, you know your Instagram so they can follow you?
Yeah, Bebos_J_Rafael with the F, not with the PH.
TikTok, you have TikTok or just Instagram?
Yeah, same, Bebos J Rafael all together. That's on X and TikTok.
All right, that's cool. I think you gave a lot of good inspiration today. I'm really happy that you were on. Is there anything else that you would like to share, any positivity to the listeners before we go?
I just want to say, fuck the haters. No, I don't have any haters, man. No, I just want to say, I love comedy, man, and I'm glad that I'm back. And I'm back, baby!
He's back. Bebos is back. Hey, and don't forget, what the fuck do we say every single time we end the episode? Is don't be a fucking pan, all right?
Don't be a pan.
Don't be a pan. And thank you, Bebos. It was cool to have you on.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Sorry for screaming. I know